Hello, everyone. N-camon back, ready to get to a new series, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance. What made me decide this one is the trailer for the sequel coming out, and I'd want to give this another go through it. I've had one full run through, and then like a quarter of another, and then I probably got distracted by other games and just now came back to it. I mean, I haven't played this in a long time. The Privish a DLC, came out after I stopped, and I haven't kicked it back on again. So I figured now's a good time for it. This was like the second playthrough, apparently 13 hours in, and this is my second attempt at recording because the first time the mouse was still stuck on screen. Yes, overwrite. Normal, because I know how the combat system works, but my own ability with it is dog shit. I'll get through this. It's been a while since I got a chance to sit down and record. Life kind of sucks. Work wants to just take everything, and then I got plasma donation, going to gym with a trainer now. I'm making progress there. And then by the time I get home, it's like I have basically my standard YouTube news stuff that I want to watch that I can do while playing games, but I can't do while recording. Silver Scarlets. I know there are exploits. I also know that things likely have gotten patched. I'm not planning to do like a major exploits, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do things that might be a bit meta. I know there's ways to basically max combat skills before even leaving Scarlets here. I am not planning to do that. I know how. I don't mind explaining that either. But basically, it's a kill everyone type scenario. Or kill the guard so you're not in trouble, and then
God bless. Same to you.
Either hunt a bunch of animals or pull a glitch that so you can infinitely punch and attack somebody so a quest never finishes. I'm not going to do that.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Realist human interactions. Not just stand there, talk, and then walk away. AAA can't make these type of games.
Henry!
This came out 4 years after
There's work to be done.
Fallout 4. Long time before Starfield, and yet still has better systems.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Come on. All right, so among the plenty of things, when I did do my initial
Fine state
playthroughs,
you're in this morning. What on earth did you
speech
get
was
up
the
to
thing that
last
just
night?
didn't go up that much. And I know how to train it. There we go.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern.
Oh,
Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and
hope just going to sleep and not going to text me all the time.
well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Yeah, I'm taking... So these first two options you have is
You
basically
think he's
to
teaching me
give
sword
you...
fighting, don't you?
What did you focus
Whose would
in?
that be to me?
Did you prefer
Here.
speech, strength, vitality,
lying to you,
agility,
man.
whatever? It's a
All
little
right, then,
buff
if you
to
say
get going.
so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
I know how this stuff... So, to train speech, I gotta go through basically all the white text I find.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
And that means training. You're misjudging.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Yeah, go through it. Hungry?
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Alright, end dialogue. Alright, so the breakfast on the table is the food that's right here. I'm not touching that yet. There's a little cheese here too. But I'm going to eat from the pot. Alright, you'll find pots all over the place. And basically it's infinite food, but it kind of is on like a recharge. The cooldown. I'm going to grab here. I'm going to leave the nails for Teresa. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the bandage, grab the marigold concoction, and the savior schnapps, just in case I accidentally do forget everything else. So, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, there is a quick save feature, but it requires an in-game item. That's the savior schnapps. It is the only recipe in alchemy that you get off the bat. And so once you learn how to read, it's fairly easy to make once you get the materials, and the materials are fairly easy to get as well. Now, I'm going to do a quick run through like everything's here. You got the 4 main things I had choices in. And you have, if you got this little banner going off the side, you have perks that go with it. If you get a perk point here, you can put one in there. You can't get everything, but there's plenty you can. So like right here, I could highlight this. It's just highlighted, didn't select it. If I press Q, I can get a definition, and it even tells me I'm in level on these. Aesthetic basically means I can go longer without food, but things get worse. Manly odor. If I'm dirty, I have a better chance to talk with women, but I like my stealth. Stamina during 20 faster at night. Fast travel, sight distance, go and all. One thing I want to make sure I get to is the first aid stuff. Where is first aid? Where's first aid 1? There's first aid 3. First aid 1. Well, I'm going to save that point because first aid 1 is probably one of the better things to get. Because there's actually some perks like first aid that deal with dialogue choices. And I want those. Especially first aid 1. There's a very easy early quest I can get if I have them. I can get better results.
Come here, I need your help. At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now.
I will go to him, but I'm not going right away.
If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright, so there's plenty I can do. I'm basically on an infinite timer for daytime. However, my nourishment will still drag, and I don't remember if energy does. But I got plenty of time. And there's another food pot over there I can use outside. Food on the table to grab. And there's actually a whole bunch of herblore stuff for me to gather. Now, I'm not going to waste like a bunch of recording time doing that because I will pick nearly everything and grind as much level as I can from that. I really like the alchemy skill and I like the herblore stuff too. But I'll do some basics and show what's going on with that. Alright, let's get the crossguard.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry. How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Alright, got the crossguard. Now, there's plenty to do. The very last thing I do before I'll go is I'll get the beer, because once you get it, you are actually on a time limit for some quests. Like that one. If you fail to bring it back to your dad while it's still cold, yeah, he'll send you to go get more. And it keeps up like that. Oh, look, dandelions. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing this and picking the flowers is, one, money. Two, herblore experience, and eventually, once I get to level 10, strength experience. Very handy way. As my level goes up, the little picking radius increases, so I'm picking more. But here's the catch. Every time I kneel down to pick, that's the experience I get. It doesn't matter how many I pick, how many flowers I pick. I will literally always get the same experience, no matter how many I get every time I go down and kneel for it. Right, I'm going to leave most of the flowers off the hill to the side because there's a different one that's a lot easier to grind up in levels. And it's extremely plentiful, and it's probably the one I used the most when I did my herblore stuff before. Bye, mother. Alright, so Kunesh is over there. There's ways to deal with him. In fact, let's go ahead and lock one option. Alright, now I have the option for lockpicks later.
Unfortunately, that's not my problem.
Right. There's
Perhaps
plenty of
Sir
talk
Radzig is
going
keeping
around.
it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business.
Alright. So, now there's tons I'm going to be talking as many people can for speech experience. Herblore is going to be the highest thing I'm going to try to get. So, nettles grow pretty much on any roadside. And plenty other places too, fence lines as well. And this will give me two benefits. Eventually, after I pick 100 of these, and I mean the item amount 100, not 100 kneels, because eventually I still gain multiple per grab, and clearing entire areas around. I mean, you could get to where you're clearing out fields. I'll actually get a free perk that gives me 2 vitality. Just, hey, yeah, you picked enough nails. Here. It's like, oh, it's wonderful. Now, there's a few ways that I know people can cheese this whole beginning area. It's for the combat stuff, and, well, it basically is against the idea of Henry who he is here now. Because, one, you basically have to start killing people. And, like, there's a whole thing about him not killing people, and eventually you start killing a bunch of people. But here, you'd have to kill, like, innocents, civilians, while also dealing with the guards. Sometimes it's a knockout, sometimes it's not. But it's like you can get some decent gear to start out. Like you can knock out a guard and then take his stuff, and hopefully you don't get caught. Oh look, I'm already I got another herbalism level. Oh, I should probably show that. Alright, so when it gets to skills, alright, you have all the main skills, health, stamp, and stats that come with them. You got combat skills, defense, warfare, specifics for weapons. And then you have the non-combat skills. Houndmaster is here, but I believe you can only get that if you have the Women's Lot DLC. I don't, so it's going to be stuck at 0. Herbalism's already at 3. Alchemy will get there once I can. You actually get experience for drinking, and there's perks related to it. Horsemanship, you gotta ride horses. Hunting, just hunt. You get basically experience for the kill and then experience for checking the body for loot. Lockpicking, maintenance, pickpocketing, reading. You actually have to learn to read. And stealth. There is no merchant skill. That is all based in speech. So if I'm haggling, I'll get a little bit of experience every time there. Even if I'm giving money away. Alright, now I'm not going to make everyone sit through this. I'm going to go for the 100 and then go pick some up, get some other things to do because I want to show that skill. But it's all nettles everywhere. Now, oh, the started to show. Alright, so I'm picking this nettle. Notice that there's a whole bunch around. My radius increased. It got basically everything right here. when you get this up to like the level 20, you can clear like nearly entire hillsides in just a few grabs. But you can only grab the one that you're initially grabbing. So I'd only grab the nettles. I didn't grab this Valerian that's here. If I grab Valerian, it'll grab any other Valerian within the radius. It will eventually get up to that point, which is crazy. Oh look, St. John's Wort. Now, in this early area, I am not going to hold on to these. I'm going to turn all these into cash. Because eventually, when you're holding, even if they're like 0.1 pounds, holding hundreds of these kind of weighs you down. All right, chamomile. Let's go ahead and grab that one. Yeah, I'm going to save off like all these scattered ones everywhere. I'm going to hold off on that and focus on the nettles. Because nettles are extremely easy to find. And once I get the level up, I can just clear the hillsides in one go. And it doesn't change the experience because I still have to do the same amount of kneeling to everything I'm trying to do. And as my character has a particular name related to everything and everyone knows him, he's greeted. Reputation actually means a shit here. And nearly all the non-combat skills has perks. There's some you might get enough perk points for everything. Many you don't. But in the end, it's like you still got your choice. And there's a particular potion you can drink that gets you dead drunk, but resets your skill points. Let's get everything. Because I'm going to do the majority of all this picking off camera. Even if it takes me like a second day to start recording the next session. But I want at least to get that 100. Do I have that perk yet? Or I don't have it yet. It'll show up automatically, so I'm not really worried. It's not one I have to. It's not one I have to get a skill point for, which is odd. I saw the basket on. I was imagining the Skyrim basket on head stuff. Now there's tons of flowers that don't actually... Oh, hey, wash bucket. Yay. Yeah, you actually have to wash yourself in this game. The tubs will get you only so clean. And then there's, like, proper bathhouses for a variety of services. Oh, that's another thing I need to mention. Okay. Because I am recording this, I don't want my YouTube channel getting struck down. There is, and I mean as there is, even very popular cutscenes involve it. There is nudity. There's sex, but it's like implied just with the nudity. However, it's all optional because there is an achievement to basically complete the game as a virgin. I am going to attempt that. I know of 3 areas where that can be ruined by it. However, let's stick with the nettles. Oh, nothing's around that way. I need pathways, not fields. However, one of the best cutscenes in the game is literally locked behind that whole deal. So, unfortunately, we won't get to see it, but you can find it on YouTube, that's for sure. But as a hobbyist, I'm not going to risk it. As a teacher, I'd rather not get like promoted on my little hobby of a channel, and I have to deal with backlash there. Give me the nettle. Oh, I got a perk point. I got a perk point for herb lore. Yeah, I'm already level 5, and here, I'll do info. It literally tells you when you get your perk points. 5, 10, 15, 20 for this one. If I go to drinking, it's at 4, 7, 10, 14, 17, 20. It's like some sort of pattern. Alright, I got resistance for free. Collect enough poisonous herbs or nettles that your vitality is permanently increased by 2. Nettles is the one that you do it. It's too easy. So my vitality is now permanently buffed by 2. Yay! And it hasn't used that perk point. I'll get 4 perks total, so I'll get all of these eventually, but the ones that matter, the biggest one that matters is this leg day one. because the sooner I get that, the sooner I'm building strength just by picking herbs. Botanist is useful because this is selling herbs at a higher price, so I'll probably hold off on selling until after I get that. But and these ones is basically higher charisma bonuses if I'm carrying flowers. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Actually, hold on, I need to get 15. I might want to hold on. If I take this and I'm holding flowers, I can do the speech checks, especially these early ones, a whole lot easier. So I am going to go ahead and take this one. I'm not worried about the increase in the price of herbs right now, but the leg day is more important. And that shows up at level 10. Oh, I'm getting back to harvesting. Alright, let's see. I am at this farmhouse here, so I will remember where I ended. There's a few things I want to do in this episode. This one will be a little bit longer, but not. I don't want to try to do hour-long episodes, but that might be. Let's see the guy that was giving me sword tutorials.
Hey, Pip! Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Alright, let's go.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Alright, he has to walk up there, so I'm going to give that time. There is a cutscene in here. Ooh. Go ahead and trigger the cutscene while he's walking up there.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew.
He said, God be with you. Yeah, this couldn't be made by modern AAA.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
Yeah, I'm not joining in.
What do you say, Henry?
Listen to thy father.
My father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Nope, not this time. It ends up with a fist fight, and I'd rather get... I won't do it.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, hell. How could you possibly chance like this?
Easy. I don't want to put my hands in shit. Alright, Bianca's in there. I'm going to leave that alone. The sword... my little sword trainer guy is up here now. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Show off the combat. And the combat here, they don't teach you enough to really be too successful, but it's enough to get you an idea. So that when you have the upcoming events going on, you're still just a pile of leaves compared to what you got to face.
Can we get started?
Yes.
We can.
And this is an
Good.
in-depth
And
combat
since
system
today's
they
the last
have
time
here.
We'll be seeing each other. You can show me everything I've taught you so far.
It's not just swing your weapon and make sure it connects, like Skyrim. You actually have, like, directions to deal with.
Basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
These are basic duels.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. Nice. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Good. Once again.
Alright, every swing takes stamina.
The point of the blade is for
Your
stamina.
charge is fairly
Try it a
fast.
few times.
Alright, if left click a stab, right click a stab, left click a swing.
Fine. Fine. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Alright, so direction can matter a lot here.
Good. Once again. Good. Once again. Good.
It's enough to teach you what the buttons do, but it's not enough to make you a
I
master.
don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty.
Alright, meet the sheep. The sheep are some of the animals that, if you are caught attacking, you get reported. That's why people like take out the guards first. Yeah, I'll show you. Actually, I should probably do a save your schnapps, but you would chase them down. You get hunting experience and the combat experience. But these guys like to run. And I'm not gonna worry about that. I'd rather do actual hunting than just chase sheep. Besides, there's too many eyes that could see me, and I'd rather not get in trouble if I can help it. Alright, and there's plenty of stuff for me to grab for Herblore. I call it Herblore because RuneScape. Alright, I did basic training. Let's show off haggling.
God be with you, Henry.
Oh, I was a little worried he was actually running at me. Oh, that's right. He's chasing those guys.
Still, at least they didn't set fire to the place.
Oh, it scared me because I thought he was running at me earlier. I got sprint. That's perfectly easy to do. Uses up stamina. Your stamina is actually dictated by your total health. So if you're injured, if you don't have your maximum health, you're not going to have everything you need. Alright, let's go see the trader. Hello. Can I talk to you? Alright, here she is.
God's blessings.
Only option is to sell. Talk trade. Alright, so the way this works is you put everything in your basket, and then you can get what you need. Let's go to other. Let's go ahead and sell like all the nettles. Except, all right, the trader has 80 groschen to deal with. My reputation's 94 with the trader themselves. I have no money. I have no money and I must buy. All right, I'm going to sell all the herbs I got. All right, except I'm going to hit X to check the basket. I'm going to hold X to haggle, and that's going to bring up a new system here.
About the price?
You could buy it as it was, that's perfectly fine, but haggling actually gets speech experience. Very little, as long as you do a successful haggle. Now, the way this works is I got a little bar here. You have the original price at one spot. I can increase the price. When buying, I can increase the price or try to decrease price. You know, if my maximum money is one end, their maximum money is at the other. Typically, it's a reputation deal. You can't do this forever. If you piss them off, you can run into issues. However, I don't do that. I actually do something very, very weird. When I'm selling, I will actually sell for a little bit less. So in this case here, I'll sell it all for 18. I could bring it down to try to get some more out of them, like all the way down to their lowest offer, 24.5, or their highest offer. Or I could decrease how much I'm getting. So I could like drop it by a groschen, a single groschen, which isn't much. It's 18. They will always accept an offer that's slight on me, but it increases their reputation. And that is usually worth it, because if I have to buy something expensive, having a higher reputation is generally the better way to go. Alright, here's the charcoal burner.
Good day.
I'm going to go ahead and buy the charcoal. Talk trade. I need 10. Alright. Except, I am going to go ahead and just check the basket, and I'm going to close the deal with. I have 10 charcoal, it's half a groschen each, so that's 5 groschen. I pay that. I just buy it, one click, done. If you don't want to haggle, you don't have to. I'm planning to haggle. You can gamble. Alright. Everything that's left to do here. Okay. I have to collect the debt from Kunesh, and I'll buy ale at the tavern. Now, there's two things that's going to happen here. Well, actually, here's what my plans is. I'm going to finish all the herblore, sell whatever I can. I don't have to get the debt, but I plan to do something. And that something typically is leave him for last, because if I can train strength, I can deal with that fist fight a whole lot better. Alright, where's my buddies? There's the guys that were talking. I know one of my friends, even if I say no. She's complaining about the house because of his blabbering. Hans? Catch pole.
Matthias was here.
Trying to talk to other people, but apparently no.
Good health to you, Henry.
Alright, where's my buddy? Because I want lockpicks. I want to show that off before I finish. Well, there's a few things I want to show off, but there's Bianca. I'm not talking to her. Right, where's my buddies? Where do they go? Do they come in here? No. There's the trainer.
Come, people, come! Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night. I have it all!
Huh. Well, when I find them, I'll talk to them, because I'm supposed to I can get lockpicks from them. Or one of them. Where's Matthew? Oh, let's make a quick lap.
Brighten your every day.
Huh, weird. Alright, well, hopefully I find him. If I find him, I'll get the lockpicks from him.
God save you, Henry.
I probably should have followed them and figure out where they were in. My nourishment is at 55, energy's still at full. Okay, excellent. So I don't have to worry about sleep, I just gotta worry about food. St. John's Wort. Oh, where'd he go? Interesting. Pull? Nope, guard. So the only place you could get a bow right now would be from the guard. Oh, let's just grab this middle bit. That annoys me. Come on, where did those guys go? They could not have disappeared. Oh well. One of the lockpicks. Then I guess I'll just have to show lockpicking off after the siege.
How are you, Henry?
If that's the case, let's go ahead and show off a fist fight. Oh no. I don't got the strength for that. Actually, I might be able to talk him down. There he is. Alright, now I'm not going to waste to save your schnapps. You can lose the fight, but you just talk to your mom about healing you, and things are generally fine. So we'll talk to him.
What do you want?
Father sent me
My
more
father
money.
sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Pay for tools at least.
I know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
You're going to threaten the son of the guy that's doing this. Then in town. That ain't going to work for you. Alright, this is like the whole speech thing. Instructions. Alright, you can expect from debts must be paid, speech, or go right into combat. I have a speech of 3.
Look,
Let's go try.
I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing. So leave me in peace, all of you. And don't come back.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything, really. He is literally straight up the town drunk. If I get another way. I mean, I could speed in here. Actually, I can take his food. My nourishment is up to 78 now, which is perfectly fine. No ill sets.
May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, where's my buddies?
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night.
Rena? You have a name? Oh, okay.
Don't know.
Let's see, what's available at the other shop? The rest of the shops.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
What? What do you mean? Alright, so I can buy armorer's kits. You have weaponry? What? I did. You're gonna allow me to buy weaponry this early? Oh, I know I got it. Ooh, horseshoes. Awesome. I don't need them now. They're a place game. Alright, so there is a maintenance skill in this game. Maintenance in itself is to repair your stuff. That's perfectly fine. That's normal. But you have to use kits for them. And the exception of bladed weapons, axes and swords, you can do those at a grindstone, a whetstone, and there's actually a little mini game for it, and you get the experience there. You gotta train the experience to get better stuff with it. Cobblers is for shoes, armors for armor, blacksmiths for weapons, tailors for clothing, armor, yeah, all that's fine. So I'll have to make sure I hit up this guy before I'm done. What you got?
How are you?
Let's talk trade. You have clothing, tailor. You have cloth, not clothing. And you sell food. Now I can sell the herbs to all of them, so I can take all the money that's here. Right now I'm seeing at 46 minutes. It's time for me to go ahead and cut the episode. I am going to spend a lot of time gathering herbs, and I will come back when I'm done with that. And I did it without combat. Ooh, no. But I have a lot of nettles pick. I have all the flowers in the hillside. I think I got to level 15 at least the first time around. I don't remember. I know I didn't get max. But for those who get stuck around, thank you very much. I'm N-camon, hobbyist on YouTube. I wish you all a good night.